Now, as you see, my two other lights there, again, I don't know why I can't never get the center. My two other lights are just dimming down to nothing. It seems like we only have one. We only have one still burning brightly. And this kind of reminds me of what we're going through. Well, I don't know. It's kind of a loose phrase, going through what's going on in the world. We have the Rona thing, we have the war, we have, is it going to be World War III? I mean, that could either affect people, or some people just decide, well, I'm just going to live my life no matter what. And now in our area, the people that decided to live their life no matter what and continue on as if life was normal, and we're back to 2019 now, we have uptick in the cases of the Rona. So I don't know, again, just my opinion, but shame on them. I choose to be vigilant, and we still don't go around. Well, we don't have nothing to go around to anyhow. Everything's closed. After we went to the lab, that'll be a whole nother blog. But anyhow, many places that were there are no longer there. But it's just unbelievable. I mean, looking at the price of gas, and then I don't know. Just wondering how you feel about all this. Is this why you're not commenting? I don't know what's going on. I'm wondering. I worry about people when I don't hear about them yet. Hear about you guys. Well, hear from you about you. But anyhow, I was watching a video. I don't know, this channel is not something, I've noticed my videos don't come up like my regular people I watch. I don't know why. But these prepping people or homesteading people. And I was talking to someone about the last time I was at Aldi's, which was, I think, in the fall, right? Maybe even before it, maybe the beginning of September, probably the end of August. Because I don't like to go around when school starts. Because back in 2019, when life was normal, that's when kids go back to school in their little germ factories. So, but anyhow, I was at Aldi's. I love this German bean soup, and couldn't find this, I forgot this other item, what it was. So when I watched this one channel today, I think it was a homesteading channel, anyhow, they were showing how they're prepping, and they do this every day. So it's totally sickening to me to watch. If you do this, you do you. But this lady goes in the store with one of her kids, I think, and they're taking cases of stuff, like they were green beans, which, if you remember back in the day when I was telling my story, when I went to the grocery store once, I bought 2 cans of green beans, because usually that's what we use, like when I make green bean casserole. I'll get 2 packs so I have enough, so we have left over for a few days, because I figure we're going to go to all the trouble and make it, put in the oven and all that. I like to have leftovers, plus I feel it tastes better the next day. Not that I can eat it anymore, but the cashier took my 1 can of green beans away, and I'm like, what are you doing? She says, you can only have 1. So this lady was taking cases and cases, and in a case there's 12. So she's taken 24, 36 cases of all kinds of vegetables, fruits, and she had a whole bunch of frozen vegetables. Oh my God, she must have had 48, 96, I think, 96 of those. She had vinegar. I think they're gallon, I don't know, I don't buy those big ones, but whatever the biggest size one, she had like 12 of those. Then she had 12 things of rubbing alcohol, and some other things. She uses them for cleaners, I guess. Just so much of everything. And I'm thinking, no wonder when I went to Aldi's, and other times I've gone there, it's like there's nothing there. It's like everything's picked over. I know in our Aldi's, they would not allow you to take cases like that. Now, are they just saying that maybe? maybe, they prep and, after they've collected a bunch, then they say they did this. I don't know, but they showed it in the store actually, so no, I guess they did. Because I watch some of these large family channels, and the woman's always saying, well, there's a limit on, so many eggs, so many milks, and all that. So I don't know what kind of clout this woman has that she must have bought out the store. I mean, I don't know where they put all this stuff. Obviously, they probably got a bunch of freezers and refrigerators and a whole room just for all that, but I just could not believe it. And then, but she refused to buy up a lot of toilet paper because they use other ways. I'm not going to talk about it. It's kind of disgusting. Again, if you do it, you do you. You do you, boo, as they say. But anyhow, it's just so greedy. I mean, if I was in the store and I saw someone take 3 cases of, let's just say, green beans. I can't eat this stuff anymore, but let's go back to 2019 and I could eat it, and I love green bean casserole. Someone took 3 cases of beans and there were none left. How would I feel? I probably think I would speak up. I think I would say something like, could you leave some for somebody else? I would never dream of doing that. I don't know. Well, first of all, her excuse is, well, I have to get it now before the prices go up. Well, there are elderly people. I'm sure there's a lot, especially where we live, there's a lot of rich elderly people. And then, of course, down in the Carolinas and, down south there are. But, there are people elderly who are poor. And there's people like me. And there's all kinds of people that don't have money to be able to do that. So she obviously has the money. Maybe her husband's a doctor or a lawyer, some professional. But so that's going on in the world. And then we have the war, the never-ending war, and it's like I said, it affects me more knowing that my family had to run from the same regime. But see this city just totally knocked down. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not making someone in a depressive state. If I am, don't watch this. But I'm gonna get to the end of the story, and hopefully it will turn around. But anyhow, I'm just saying about all these things, and this is just not just. This is the wrong word, but this is on top of whatever you're personally going through yourself. So you're going through your own personal struggles. And then you got this thing which affects us all, like I always would refer to in the videos about the virus. It's something we all have in common. We all, well, have to deal with. I guess I can't say have to. People can be not. Like where we are, I forgot the last time I was in the store. I didn't see, I don't know, not even a handful of people with a mask. I had a mask. Polly was with me, and we had double masks. So, it's, people think life back to normal. I see when you drive by, it's funny, the bars seem to be open. They don't close. I don't know. But, they're all, the parking lots are filled up when you drive by, you see. Yet I hear more and more, places are closing, like restaurants. And then the recalls. I have never, ever in my life seen so many recalls. So it's like, you buy or you order your groceries and then you're wondering, should I eat it? Can you even eat it? I had some Jergens lotion, which I had stocked up on. I think I had 3, I think it was 10-ounce size, and 2 of the 3-ounce. It's not like I went and bought them all at once. This was over a 6-month period. They were recalled. And, like the baby formulas, and I guess pet food was recalled. Why all of a sudden all these recalls? It's just, I don't know, it strikes me odd. Like, something doesn't make sense. There's information missing. So it's just, all this kind of weird kind of stuff going on, and then it's out of our control. It's obviously out of our control. But I noticed, I don't know, within the last week when I was doing Instacart, because my car is pretty much kaput, so I am pretty screwed now in the house, stuck. But I would order russet potatoes. So if you order something all the time, you see as the prices go up, like I talked about apples, how cheap they were, and how they're going up. So the russet potatoes were $2.99 for quite a while, which they were $1.99 back before the world went to you know what. But so within the last week, whatever day when I was going to put an order in, so like I say, they've been $2.99. I don't know, there's two kinds of russet potatoes, so whatever one I buy. But anyhow, it was $4.09 from $2.99, and it was within a week's time because I look back when I had ordered them within a week. So prices are going up, will go up. I don't know how people will eat. I don't know. I mean, will they go into their retirement accounts and get penalized? You get big time. I don't remember anymore because I don't live in that world. I remember my first husband's retirement, which, his third or 10th wife got, which, I helped him build up and showed him how to do money and all that. And now she's basking in the glory of all my hard work. But, how are people paying for things? I mean, when I do Instacart now for, I don't know, a month or two, I take so much out, and it's terrible. It's like even putting a meal together you can't. Either they don't have the stuff or you can't afford it. And then the bird flu, we have it in our county where we live. So, is chicken safe to eat? I mean, who knows what it costs now? I haven't bought chicken in so long. Last time was, what did I say, $10.95, almost $11 for 4 chicken thighs. Chicken thighs is the lowest priced chicken there is. So I don't know what it is. Oh, I say on Instacart, that's right, I shouldn't say that. It's like $16.95 for chicken thighs, 4 chicken thighs with the bone in. We're not talking about, chicken breast, boneless, skinless, top of the line, the filet mignon of the chicken. No. So yeah, it's terrible. I put in my cart, and then then I go into the cart and I write like no replacement or what I'd replace it with. But now what I've been doing, I look at the price. I put stuff in, and I look at the bottom line, and it's impossible. And then with Instacart, the problem I've been having, they are, I guess, putting whatever tip they want in there. Like you get to choose between 5% on up. I don't know what it goes up to, and then you could put other. I mean, I guess people have money. It's good, because I'm thankful for my Instacart people. I just can't afford to give them a huge tip. But it kept going on and on. They were giving huge tips out of money, and I have to be very careful that, I only have so much in my one emergency card that I use for my grocery shopping. And if they take out a huge tip, I won't have money. Like sometimes I have to get some from one store, one from another. So the last 3 times, so that's probably within 6 months, whatever, I don't know, 3 months, I noticed that the tip was upcharged higher than what I put in, so I called them, so they did give me a credit. Then I noticed another one, well, it was too late, it was past the time, but I didn't know this was going on, so they said, oh, we'll straighten out, so it'll be left at the tip you want, and then the next order is fine, and then whatever the order, it's not like I do it every day, so when I say the next order, I don't mean the next day, the next time. I did it, and the thing is, you put it in, you press a thing, and then it says about tipping, and then I put it in, and the order has already pressed to place the order, and then I screenshot everything. I screenshot the order, what I order, the amount, what you pay, and the tip and everything. And then I go back in there, and again, the tip's been raised 5 times higher than I'm tipping. I mean, if I could afford to tip someone more, I would, but I can't. So, you try to call them and you're on hold forever, and they're in a faraway country and they speak broken English, so it's a whole ritual in itself. But it's almost scary to put an order in because you don't know what kind of tip they're going to put in, and they have no right to change your tip. I don't understand why they're doing. Well, I'm sure they're doing it because they can't get any workers. Because where did I see where we live? Oh my gosh, it said $10,000 signing bonus. Now don't quote me, but I almost think it said McDonald's. That can't be true. Because I know, like, nurses are offering big signing bonuses and to join the army, but it's something like that, McDonald's. Like $10,000 signing bonus. I mean, obviously, you probably got to work a year to get it, but still, places are hurting for help. And yet, some YouTubers I watch are building houses and building chalets and cabins, and I don't know, because the price of lumber is outrageous. I don't know. It just goes on and on and on. I'm lucky. The baking things I bought, when they were on sale, when they were cheaper, so I have it. But to buy stuff now, my gosh, if they even have it on the shelves. Like I said, the day I got to go into the grocery store, the one store I originally went in and I'm like, wow, things are dropping. Well, they're not, because they're dropping. They're a lot cheaper than Instacart. But when I went to the other store, it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot what the one thing I was looking at. It was like double the price. I cannot remember what it was, but things are getting out of hand. There was this fruit. I always wanted to get it. I would watch it in the store, and it's like fruit and it's chocolate covered, but it's in the freezer. I think I did a video on one that's not frozen. It's the same brand, so I don't know if they just put these in the freezer. It's a little different, but anyhow. So I was always looking at them, but they were like $3.99 for a package back in 2019. And I thought, oh, this seems like a lot for that, even though it looks delicious and. But I happened to look at it the last time I looked, because I just look at Instacart, several times a week. Just, like people look at the stock market, I look at Instacart. And that frozen deliciousness was $8.09. So I'm kicking myself that I didn't try it when it was at a more normal price. And that's why I try to explain to, the monster there, that he needs to give me enough money so I could shop now before the prices get even worse and worse, because they're getting worse. But like I said, when I saw those potatoes from $2.99 to $4.09 within a week's time, I mean, that's ridiculous. And we're talking about potatoes. So what does that mean? We gotta have the box potatoes. Nothing against it if you eat them. Personally, I think they're the most disgusting things in the world. Disgusting. I mean, I'm sorry, it's disgusting. I can't stomach it. I saw a recipe with noodles. Put that on the bottom, and then you put instant mashed potatoes, and I forgot what was on the top. But anyhow, that to me is even gross. Noodles, which are bland with that. But anyhow, so have you noticed what is going up in price? And what is the price of gas in your area? Let's just say regular gas. I mean, if you use premium, whatever it is, whatever the prices. I'm just wondering. I still haven't been able to get gas in my car, because the one time I went and I had to have it, jumped, and then we had to go to the lab. So I haven't been able to get the gas, and I'm really scared to see, what it goes up to. But anyhow, so what I was going to say about all they're not really negativities, they're reality, what's happening. So we can't change it, as, I don't know if you know the Serenity Prayer, it's just things you can't change. There's nothing we can do. I mean, the only thing you can do is adjust what you eat. I mean, if you're going to go from eating real potatoes to box potatoes, even macaroni and cheese, the store brand, which used to be 3 for $1, they're in a box. I'm not talking about the fancy stuff, like Swanson or the microwave stuff. No, just the box that you put in the pot and you cook it and you put the powdery cheese sauce. It was almost $2, and they were 3 for $1. Unbelievable. Macaroni and cheese. But yet, then I think, okay, let's see. I'll just buy the macaroni and the cheese. Forget that. Because as much as cheese you need, at the minimum, would be $6 for the cheese, and the macaroni would be, I don't even know what that costs. That price is going up because they say it's hard to get that. And I've noticed the shelves are empty of that. Like I say, that good shopper I have always sends me pictures And one order, I don't know if I told you about this, one order I put out for the other store, they said that nothing on my list did they have. So that's ridiculous. But yeah, so anyhow, these are things we can't fix, so we just learn to make concessions and, do other things. Like I bought a can of, this was another thing. I saw a can of potatoes, either whole potatoes or sliced, same thing, whatever. They were 49 cents. That's like the old price in 2019. So I was going to order, and I thought, well, I'll do it next time. No, you can't think next time, not in 2022. So then a week later, I thought, yeah, I'm going to make the plunge, and I'm going to order them and see, because maybe that's going to be the way to go, because they don't, the price of potatoes are a lot, and they don't really have them often, but that's insane to pay that kind of money. So I went to order it, put it in the cart, and then when I went back, checked the cart, $1.89. The 49-cent can in 1 week, $1.89. I mean, I noticed a lot. The canned vegetables, the generic or store brand, have all gone up, but there are a few different varieties, like the potatoes, and I forgot what else, were still 49 or 59, I don't know, something like that. Anyhow, they've just jumped in 1 week, and it's going to get worse, they say. But like I say, there's nothing we can do. We can just, change our diet, I guess. And for me, it's hard because, I can't chew. So I have to get mush. And, canned potatoes, how good can they be? When you make homemade potatoes, you can even, doll it up like I usually doll it up for Polly, to any extra calories like cream cheese or put some heavy cream or whatever. But, potatoes in a box, those flakes are disgusting. Unless anyone has a good recipe to make them taste better, let me know. I don't know. Bacon juice, but who can afford bacon? Bacon is unreal. I cannot believe it. I haven't bought bacon in 10 years because my cholesterol, but the price of bacon is outrageous. Even if you got to replace a cookie sheet or cake pan or whatever, they're outrageous too. But like I say, all you can do is, make adjustments in your life. I still choose to mask up. We don't go anywhere. Well, now we don't have a choice with my car. But we just choose to wear a mask. And that's the way it is. But now I think, I firmly believe masks work. I went to nursing school and we wore masks in the OR. We wore masks around patients who were on chemotherapy and radiation and so on and so forth. So why were we masking? We were protecting them from germs. So masks do work. So I don't understand why masks were taken away, and now if there's a point they have to come back, nobody's going to listen. But anyhow, so all this awful stuff, which is not it is awful, but it's reality. So how are you coping? How are you dealing with it? Have you seen the same? We are in New York, so everything's worse in New York, so I don't know if you're in a little town if things are better. But yeah, jot down the prices of your gas, and like potatoes, say if you have russet potatoes, what a bag of that would cost. And I'm sure it depends. I guess if you're in Idaho, maybe it'll be cheaper. I don't know. I guess they're famous for potatoes, wherever they are. But let me know. Have you seen any sticker shock? But for now, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, share, sharing is caring. Don't forget to pay for it because, in this awful time, you don't know how people are handling it. Be kind to yourself. Most importantly, stay safe. Don't forget to pray, not only for the country across the ocean, but all of us that somehow, I don't know how, I really, I try to be positive, but I don't know any direction that this thing could turn around in the right direction. We're just going in the wrong direction, and it's getting worse and worse, and a lot of things they're doing I don't agree with, and the person in charge is obviously not rethinking things before, they do things. You got to really, I always think 10, 20 steps ahead. I guess that's what's from raising a lot of children. But anyhow, you got to think of the consequences, and I don't think they are. But anyhow, nothing we can do about it. all we can do is go about our way, and just do the best we can. So if anyone's found any tips or tricks, or, maybe you're able to afford these high prices, and kudos to you if you can. But, yeah, I can't, I don't mind, I lived in poverty, so I don't mind, it's not like a big thing, but this is just, some things are really gross to me. So, that's about it. I think my next order, I better order apples before they go up when they're out of reach. I don't think you can freeze apples. But anyhow, let me know how you're fighting the inflation and, not fighting, we can't help it. You know what I mean? Making adjustments. What are you doing? And don't forget the price of gas. And if you want to mark down what state you're in, just so I can know. I'm just curious to know. So for now, thanks for stopping by. Drop by again. I hope you're all doing well. Bye for now.